Hey everyone.
Hello everyone. I say everyone. Not actually sure if they can see us yet. Hopefully they'll see us soon.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Lots of hellos and comments in the chat. Yes. Ooh, Zed is ready. No, yes. As a team. Hey all. Hey all indeed. Not quite sure why I'm flickering. Oh well.
I don't know if we're flickering for you as well, or it's just for us.
Might have to do a quick refresh if so. Thank you everyone for coming along. I said in the chat, where are you in from today? I asked you all to leave a flag. I know that not everyone can, because it doesn't recognise all the flags, which is a bit annoying. Don't have the Welsh flag, for example.
Yeah, it usually shows like, I think it's, what is it? Jolly Roger. Not Jolly Roger. That's a different brand.
Just, yeah. But thank you to those who do have the flag. And welcome. Yes, good that you're all here. So today, we're doing some Flexbox, Michael. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds exciting.
It does. And
Does it?
well, I think so. The plan is to make a single line form.
Okay.
We have the HTML, and to make it flexible.
That sounds relatively straightforward.
Yeah. A lot of things do, don't they, with CSS? But anyway.
Yeah. Where's the gotcha?
Well, I guess that's what we're about to find out.
Okay.
So to have a quick look here.
Okay, it's.
Sorry?
Oh, it's responsive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always a pain. No, it's not actually with Flexbox. It's not. Ooh, Yannick from Austria. Whereabouts in Austria? Very nice. I used to live in Austria. Flickr here as well. I hope I've stopped it. Hello to you all. Oh no, Christine says, I've been trying to learn Flexbox and it's been making me cry. Hopefully we can remedy that one soon. Yes. Oh, Gina's reminded me of our weekly poll, which is, if you're new here, please put a bunny rabbit into that chat. If you've been before, hit me with that tiger. Won't use this information. It's just for fun. Yes. Anyway, so this is what we have so far. Not a lot. And it's just a form in the HTML with 2 inputs, 2 labels, and a button.
Yeah, looks.
Me?
Yeah, that should be straightforward as well.
No CSS.
No CSS. Okay.
So far.
None at all.
None at all, no. And I've made a separate CSS file called Flex CSS, which I'm not totally sure that's going to be the most sensible thing to do, but we can see. And we do have some JS, which I have pulled in this dependency called JS Confetti. If you used it in a previous stream, you're probably familiar with it. Currently, it's not doing anything, but later it will fire some amazing confettis, hopefully. Nothing to do with Flexbox, but just makes it fun.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, in a very unprofessional way, I've added a todos.md into my code base. Don't do this. We just don't want to have a separate tab for our to-dos on this stream. And they are, use Flexbox to style the form layout for mobile. So we will be doing this mobile first and then adding the desktop styles. That's the other thing. It's going to look different on mobile versus desktop.
Okay.
Which brings me to point 2. Add a media query to style it for desktop. So these 2 are about the sizes of the things on the screen. After that, we're going to make it pretty. And then hopefully we'll have time to make the button do super fun stuff. Yeah.
Make the button do super fun stuff.
Yeah, confettis and all that stuff.
Nice.
So I think I'll pass this over to you.
Me?
You. I will advise.
Oh, this is going to be a disaster.
It's not.
I can tell.
Yes. Acoustic cinematic. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah. So.
Oh no, it's that sleepy music.
Yeah, the one you can't have.
No.
It's Michael's Lullaby. Oh, this is quite upbeat dance pop.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there is one called Night Driving.
That's fine.
Ah, there we go. It's like lo-fi. Yeah, that'll do.
Let us know if the volume's all right, because we can't tell here.
Yeah.
Wow, people from Guatemala, Nigeria, Algeria. Hello. Sunny May.
From everywhere.
So anyway, yeah, let's do some flexing.
Right. Okay. So in that case, I have no idea where I'm even starting.
Well, we want to do it mobile first. So
Right.
get the mini browser down into a mobile size.
Probably.
Oh yeah. Going to all. It's the top one, which I have clearly clicked many times.
There we go. So, okay. Background. No, I'm not interested in that.
You just want the cheat sheet.
From left to right, from top to bottom. Start, main, end. Okay. Okay. Flex properties. Okay, so basically, okay, so whoops. So
I would start in the Flex CSS. Well, firstly, check is it linked in the HTML? It should be. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it doesn't really matter which style sheet we're going to use.
Well, they will both work, but I want to separate them out so that the Flexbox things are in Flex CSS and the making it pretty things are in index CSS.
All right. Rather unconventional. Fair enough.
I picked this up from somewhere else. I don't remember who it was, but I thought it seemed like a reasonable thing to try.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Let's give it a go.
So in that case, body, form.
So we want the form, I think, to be Flex, don't we?
Okay. So you're not going to put it on the container. You're actually just going to put it on the form. Oh, right. I see.
The form, in effect, is its container, yeah.
Right. Okay. So form in that case. So you can style form itself. Okay. So you actually see.
Probably in production code you would use a class name, but I think it's going to be clearer on this stream to just do it with the tag name because we're only going to have one form. Display flex. Okay.
Okay. So it was display flex and then presumably some kind of flex direction.
Yeah, we're doing mobile first, so usually you're going to have a column for a form in mobile first. So that's the default.
So I probably want a column from
mobile. Looking mobily already.
Yeah, and then flex wrap. I'm not really bothered about that because every
it all takes
every
like
of these takes the whole thing. So because they're blocks.
I would suggest if you make it make the form 100 VH height.
Okay.
Then I think it's justify content. There might be a line item, so I just have to check them both. Center. So now it's kind of in the middle. It would be nice if we could spread them out a bit. I think you can use the gap property for that. Align items won't do anything because it's taking up the whole width already.
All right. Okay.
So use gap.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what gap will do is put a gap between items.
What's a gap?
Like margin, basically.
Yeah, but is it like a property gap?
Yeah.
Not heard of it.
I'm a bit shaky on how it actually works. So try it with 1M or something and see what happens. Ooh, hello from Burundi.
Yeah.
Have the background slightly quieter. Shall do.
So gap 0, gap 10, gap 1. Oh, so you can actually have it in M's. Oh, well, let's try that. Oh, look at that. Gap 1M. So it basically spreads out. Ooh, I probably got one that spread out first name and the rest of it.
You probably want those next to each other. So
Yeah.
then, I'm interested why it hasn't affected oh no, it hasn't.
No, yeah, it has.
Yeah.
This first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. So they're all equally gapped.
So maybe doing that instead of gap would be just to add on the text inputs a margin bottom.
Okay, so instead of doing this, I'll do.
That's my go-to Flexbox cheat sheet. Absolutely. Can't manage Flexbox without it.
Input, what is it? Margin?
Turkey, India, and Lesotho.
Whoa. Okay, that's not
What
what I expected.
Oh, okay, but you only want margin bottom though.
Okay. Oh, right, because I will add it everywhere. Okay. Yeah.
Looking reasonable.
Yep.
Cool. Now, how about I think on the form, we could add some padding so it's not right up against the side on the right-hand side there.
So like over here.
I think we can just add it all the way around. So try one and yeah.
But hang on, isn't the whole? I didn't add any of these styles and flexes. That's why I don't think it matters. Anyway, so what is it? Padding?
Let's see what padding 1M looks like.
Okay, see.
Okay,
That's right.
looking reasonable.
Yeah.
Christine says, is it me or is the screen a bit glitchy? I have noticed. Okay, I didn't do it just then. But usually when I select a comment, like, hello from Ghana.
Yeah, it kind of appears and disappears.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't seem to be doing it. But I am getting a bit of a glitchy overall screen. So sorry about that. Not sure what it is. We'll investigate.
Yeah, do mention if it's just or also the image with us, or is it decoded so it disappears?
Too many moving parts.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's basically the mobile sizing of things. I'm not really sure what to call it.
I would probably stick something like, bottom, but without extra padding to the button of some sort.
Yeah. Should we do that in our in the make it pretty section?
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Anyway, so what would we do? Form layout for mobile. Well, I mean,
Form layout, that's the word I was looking for.
Add media query to style for desktop. Oh, okay. Is it media query? Is that how you do it? Media only screen and?
Yes. This is the one I always get confused about if you want min or max. So
To type media screen. It's been a really long time since I typed any of this or even saw these rules.
there might be a shorter way of doing it now, but I tend to use this.
Oh, because I see. Because I used to write like that. Okay. Because I remember there was like one
Oh man, they're all nested.
media screen, but well, no, it's basically like media screen instead of and kind of nested.
Yikes.
Anyway,
Well, anyway, we want, I think, and min width.
keep clicking on that, but I don't even. Anyway, so you were saying leave media.
And then it's
Is it media?
screen and
Screen and
then you open the brackets, I think, and then width. So now we have to choose what we want our minimum width for it to go onto the size to be.
Okay.
It's usually
How big is
something like 500-600, I think.
how big is that? So
There is a tool.
422, 454. I think it says. I think it says right there.
I've never actually seen it on DevTools before. I've always looked on what'smyscreensize.com.
Yeah. So I think if you click on right next to the element that you're selecting. I mean, I can't move my mouse and show because that's going to remove the selection.
Yes.
But the pop-up that you see where it says HTML on the right side, there is 422 by 454. So that's the size of the element. And if I say, so that's the form, and then you can see the rest of the sizing.
So I think we could do 550.
So I would say desktop, well, like, this is mobile, and then...
I mean, mobiles are big these
Yeah, I
days.
mean, let me just like put my phone to the screen like that. So that's kind of more... I'm putting my phone onto the screen to just see. And then like, if I put it sideways, so it's kind of like...
Okay, let's do like
above that,
650, let's
above
do it.
that, I think that's the desktop size, right? So above
Very
that,
professional.
very professional.
What is
So-
that then?
So what is it? 662. Okay, well, I think you were right. I think 650 or something. That's probably
All right, let's call it 650.
yeah. So yeah, 650. Okay, let's do that. Above 650, we're gonna say that's
That would be our desktop. So back in our min width.
So how do you define the rule size? Is it colon 650 pixel? Oops.
I guess you don't have to do pixels, do you? Maybe you do.
Yeah, I think you do.
We'll do pixels. Right, so now this is where I got up because I couldn't work out why it wasn't working. I was just typing.
Because you have to restyle the whole thing once again inside of immediate query.
I was just typing like flex direction row and it wasn't working and I couldn't work out why. And the reason is you need to tell it flex direction row on what, and that's the form. Yeah, so we don't need display flex because that's just stays the same. Flex direction row.
Overriding. Okay, I see.
Yeah, unless you tell it something new, it will just stay as it already is.
Okay, there's this.
I think you don't want that.
Justify content panning. I don't want any of that. Probably don't want hide. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I probably don't want hide.
Remove the height. I think you don't want justify content center. Okay, so we need to put some other stuff. I think you need now align items center instead because you've changed which axis you're using. Align items, yeah, and then center.
Justify content. Align.
It's probably on the other side.
Probably at the bottom.
Yeah.
Align items. Flex start, flex end. These are column. That's my problem with Flexbox. I can never understand. Is this showing it for when it's a row or when it's a column? I think that's when it's a column.
No, these are when it's a row. How it arranges.
This is a row. Oh, this is so
Yeah.
confusing. Center when this is a row.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's a bit.
Try the baseline one because that lines them all up on the line or something.
Okay.
That does look better, doesn't it? Can you retype another one with center and demonstrate the difference? So this is baseline. Right. Oh. Wow, I didn't actually realise it was that big of a difference. So this is center, which is centering all the elements. And then baseline, I don't really know how to explain it, but it
baseline puts it to the top and then
but it does line them up
so
along their text base.
Oh, I see. So you say it's like, oh, I see. Baseline aligns it there.
However, we do want them in the center.
But baseline aligns them to the top of the window view,
It would seem so.
while center actually to the center of the view.
Well, then maybe what happens if we put 100 VH on it? Oh no, it's already got it automatically, hasn't it? Yeah, but you want the baseline one.
Yeah, it does.
Interesting.
Actually, hang on. Will that make any difference? It doesn't seem. Ooh, actually, look at that. So if you don't make 100 VH, the center doesn't make that much difference. The baseline actually makes. If you do make 100 VH, there is a significant difference. Okay. So what are we going with? Center or baseline? I mean, it's such a simple form there. Probably.
Put it back on the center one.
Yeah.
Because.
Do the center.
Well, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Do we? Yeah, no, we do want it in the center. So we'll,
Yeah, but
we'll
I
sort
also
out
want to stretch it out. Like, how do you give? Probably you give input some kind of width, right? Oops.
currently.
What is it?
No, yeah. For this, we can use the flex property. Go to the complete Flexbox guide thing.
Okay.
I think it's on the right-hand side. Flex. This is the shorthand for flex grow, flex shrink, and flex basis. So this will tell you how much each element grows when you're stretching it. So if we put on the input flex 1, then they will grow a kind of even amount.
Right.
And the button doesn't really get any bigger because I don't think we would want it to. Because you don't want to end up with a huge button, do you?
I guess not. But also, what is it? Margin, probably.
Margin.
I don't know, one image in general, right? All around, all of them.
I don't think you want it on the left though.
No, right, so
yeah.
something like that.
Oh.
Actually.
Wait, no, that doesn't look right. I think we need margin.
Yeah, I feel like baseline probably makes a bit more sense. I don't know. This form is just so so lonely because normally you would have a header and a footer and then the form there and it. I don't know. Actually, probably like if you wanted to submit your email or something, like it's a landing page to collect emails, probably would put it in the center like that. But then you would just say email right in the middle. It wouldn't be awkward but of like 2 fields. Maybe it would. Anyway.
Yes. And
so how do you? Well, this is
max width on the input. Yes, absolutely. We should put a max width on the input.
But how do you see like this first name is not in the middle of the input?
Oh, right.
What's the?
I think we can fix that with just a margin bottom. We already have a margin bottom.
On input.
Oh no, the reason we have that is because you remember in the mobile one we have a margin bottom. Yeah, so if we set now margin bottom to 0 in the desktop, I think it'll all be on the same line. I hope so. Yeah, or it can just be 0.
Yeah.
So now it's all nice and on the same line. Whee! Yay! That calls for party on.
Okay. The point for max. Whoops.
Ooh, fancy, says Alana. Absolutely.
Max width. Yeah, I see what you mean.
And that says, you did not notify me that the live has started. Why? I don't know. How do I normally notify you? If it's an email, I don't know why you didn't get it. I'm glad you're here anyway. Happy?
Yeah, I'm not sure max width actually works. Input? No. Input first name. Oh yeah, that's because it's... You want to restrict it somewhere.
Well, you have a really huge max width on there now.
Yeah.
So try it with something a bit smaller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's working.
Okay, that's working.
That is too large.
Whoa, this is the first time ever I made anything that actually doesn't rank massively.
That's too large, says Alana. I think that's before we fixed it.
I think also the
Pavesh is
input.
just here for my voice.
I think input on the mobile input, it's also a bit too large. So.
Well, Shannon says, should max width be set on the 4? Which is a valid point.
I guess. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I think that is a valid point. So we would want that to be...
Why is it not centered though?
I don't know. Because of that max width, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think we want it on the mobile because we've done it with Pat for Michael. Stop.
Well, now you know. Now you can tell how I get into trouble. I just keep typing CSS until.
For the mobile, I think it's fine because we've dealt with it with the padding. It won't get any bigger than that before it goes into
I
the
don't
desktop.
know. This is broken on desktop.
We have now broken it on desktop.
Why?
I think we want probably a min width on the input.
Yeah, but this worked for some reason like that. This works. I don't know. I feel like that works.
What's interesting is the reason it's so small on a desktop without, let's comment this out, desktop. So that's that size because it's got Flex 1. So if we comment this out, these are small because they have size 1 on here. Now, I don't remember why I said that. Maybe I can delete it. Or maybe it wasn't even me that said it. But anyway, let's see what happens.
Oop, there's button type space. It's gone now.
Yes. Actually, that looks reasonable, luckily. So now, back to desktop. Flex 1. I probably just wanted to demonstrate.
Actually, without Flex 1. Show desktop without Flex 1.
So this is width.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, just makes it take up more space.
Kind of looks better.
Kind of does. I think if we put our max width to be 500, let's say. Yikes. That's probably too small, isn't it? It needs to be a lot bigger than that. So, like, all right, what does that do?
Yeah, so now it's not
Right.
dead in the center for some reason.
Yeah, because we're adding this max width. Huh. But we should have. No, I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, let's leave that off.
Yeah.
So now we have well, I think it's really responsive enough for what's going on in the chat. How did you comment the line with one press?
Command
// or control //
So it's like / like this.
Can you pause a bit on the HTML file?
Sure.
There it is.
There we go. In its entirety. Well, I think we don't need this flex CSS, so we can delete that.
We can.
Yeah, let's delete that. So there we go. There's some S tag, not particularly important. Just like, well, whatever. I think this header is like just a default header. And there's the label input. To be honest, this looks like a copy paste from W3 schools.
No, that's because it is.
Yeah. So and then there is a script tag attachment.
Have you thought about doing voice acting or narration? No, but I will now. Missed a lot. Just joined. Welcome.
I would listen to that.
Don't you have to listen to me enough?
I would listen to some kind of book or something. You know, like I don't know, some kind of classics.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fun working with CSS. Yes.
Oh, is it?
Please explain the Flex1 property. What does it say on the old?
Yes. So Flex1. Oh, we actually still have it highlighted. There we go. So this is the shorthand for Flex Grow and Flex Shrink. So basically, when you expand things or shrink things, this property
Pretty much.
Expands it with you.
And flex spaces, but I don't know what that is. What does it say about it?
And flex. I actually never heard of flex spaces. Flex spaces defines default size of an element before the remaining space is distributed. It can be a length or a keyword. Honestly, this sentence just confuses me. I don't understand what it is.
However, what you can
How
do.
can something be a length or a keyword?
Someone who can explain this much better than I can is Per from Scrimba. With this, learn Flexbox for free.
King.
Of course. So go and check that out after the stream. Promise you it will explain it very well. Wow, Pumpkin and Katie Chronicles, written and narrated by Leanne. That would be good.
Yeah, but
Those are our cats.
yeah, you have to write it first.
I would have to, yes. Well, someone would have to. Doesn't have to be me.
Yes.
Anyway, let's make it pretty. I think we should make it dark mode. And I've recently discovered a new shade of black. I think it's 111.
You know what? I like just writing this in a form made me realize that why do people style anything? This looks alright. Like,
Some people
why
don't.
colors and things? Like, this is fine. You know, there's nothing. This looks good, and like, you know, it's fairly straightforward. So, like, more blogs should look like this. And you know, people don't worry about like, oh, how much JavaScript or how much CSS I'm sending and stuff. Like, that's it. Like, you know, just some text on. Yeah, I suppose dark mode. Actually, yeah, let's make some dark mode to see like if you can read it in the evening or something. So I guess add media query. That's done. Make it pretty. So add in dark mode. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a bit more than that. But yeah, that's the crux of it.
So, we had last week. We had a stream. Or the week before that.
I think it was last week.
We had a stream how to make dark mode.
We did.
Okay.
So
Do you
anyway,
remember how?
well, I think we should only have dark mode.
Only dark.
Yeah, it's a form. You know, people always fill in forms at night, maybe.
Okay.
So anyway, this shade of black I found is called 111.
So was it the? You probably add it on the main, right? The color.
Background color.
Oh, of course.
But we will need color as well.
Background color. 111.
We need a hash.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean that.
we don't want it on the floor, on the body, because otherwise the padding will.
Oh, of course. Yeah, why do we want it on the yeah, of course, but actually I just think about it. I'm not sure I do.
Because otherwise it won't colour the padding on the floor. We
Okay.
have this around the edge. Don't want it.
What is it?
Let's do that.
It's blue. Actually, that's quite a pleasant colour.
It's alright. So now, still on the body, I'll do text transform uppercase.
Text transform. Text. Okay.
So now it's uppercase, but this is better than just typing it in uppercase, because anyone reading it with a screen reader, if you type it all out in uppercase, they will...
individually named voices.
Yeah.
Like FIRS.
That would be really annoying. Let's add some more letter spacing. Letter spacing. 1. Let's see 2. 5.
Why? I thought 1 is good.
No, I think we should have more. At least 2.
I
2.5.
think 1.5 is good.
Okay, as you wish.
Okay, fine, 2.
2.
Because you want it. Okay.
Now, on the button,
On the button.
we need a declaration. Button, and then this additive symbol.
One.
Text transform and letter spacing, set them both to inherit.
Text transform. Hang on, okay, so what does that mean?
If you type inherit,
because button is a child of body, you're basically saying inherit this property from the parent.
yeah, which it doesn't automatically do.
And with the letter spacing, the same thing.
Yes. So now, if one day you wake up and you think, actually, I don't want uppercase for my form anymore, you can change it in the body, and that if you comment that out in the body, it will also will also change it on the button without you having to go in and manually change it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about the camera. I don't know what's going on. But Wednesday, we'll test my cables before the next stream. I don't want to do it now in case it breaks completely.
But there is that.
Yes. Ovi says, how do you link applicable form elements and their labels?
What does that mean?
Question, have I actually done that? I hope I have. Yes. So it's with the 4 attributes.
Yes.
So the question, how are we indicating that this label is to this input, for example?
4 and ID.
Yeah.
Oh no, 4 and name? 4 and ID, I think.
I think it's the ID. I'm not totally sure what the name does. People always have it.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
fair
the name.
enough.
Anyway, one of those 2 and 4.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, checking the camera.
Yes.
No, that didn't do it. I think I'll check.
Yeah, but that might turn it off completely.
I'll check that cable.
It's a very delicate setup.
Yeah.
Michael Impa thinks there could be a loose connection.
Yeah. Tighten up all the. I think I'll tighten up all of them. Nope, all of them. This one. That's another one. We'll see. We'll see that today.
Yeah.
Nope, it didn't. No.
Anyway, do some stuff with the button.
But hang on. Does it actually apply? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
We have
This chunk.
app.
Yeah. So I would say, probably that's when you kind of need to. Hang on. What is it? The size here? What's the size here? 774. I think that's where we need to split instead of 650 like what we do. We need to do it at 750. So there is a gap it goes like this, and it goes like this.
I think that will be fixed by a minimum width on the label in the media query.
Minimum label in the media query. Yeah, so if I update that to the size, there you go. So 750 will. No, just a couple of pixels. So maybe not 750, maybe like 770. Let's. Oh, actually, yeah, 768. There you go. I don't know why that number is so magical in my head. It makes sense. There you go.
It has actually worked.
Yeah, no joke. I don't remember what 68. Why is it? Why?
That's better. Alan Williams
768
from Bradwell in the Peak District.
pixels.
Welcome. A lion. That's a regular attendee.
Query.
You guys are awesome as always. Thank you. You too. 768 is the typical tablet breakpoint, says Alan.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes. See, the W3 schools mentions it, right? And just mentioned it somewhere here.
Let's stick with that then.
Max width and 4 mobile files. Max width. So when the screen browser gets smaller, each column. You mentioned somewhere like larger mobile phones or something. Yeah, larger. But you're saying that it's a common tablet breakpoint, so I think that makes sense.
Works for me.
Yeah.
So now, check out if you Google CSS pre-made buttons.
CSS pre-made buttons.
Yes. This was in our newsletter recently.
Ooh. No, get CSS scan. What is that?
Yeah, that's the one.
Get CSS scan. Dribble. Button 9. Stripe.
I like.
Whoa, that's a cool button. Look at that. 53. What is that? Alpine Day. No idea what it is.
I think that's just the name of the person that made it. Or the
Okay.
company, maybe. I like this one.
Green light. Flag pack. Button 74. Ooh, I quite like that.
That's quite Scrimba.
Yeah.
Button 78.
Button 78. But it's already dark.
Yeah, but I think that would actually look quite nice.
Oh yeah, let's give that a go.
Like that. Just in there above the media query. Or below it, I guess.
Yo, that's a lot of.
That is like such
That is a lot of styles.
ridiculous amount of code for one button. Right, so we can get rid of this HTML and that comment. And then all of these, like button 78, just change them to button.
Or, hang on.
You could add button 78 as a class name.
Yes,
But that's
because-
kind of
I'm lazy.
okay. 71, classic glowy pill button. I'll look at that in a minute.
There we go.
Whoa, it's kind of enormous. 71 was this one.
That'll be fine.
Very nice. I did mention the newsletter. So here it is. That Alana and I write. Alana writes and I send out. If you would like this to come to your inbox tomorrow, drop your email there. We have new streams, amazing resources, pet pictures, memes, podcast episodes, you name it. It's all
Nice.
there. Okay,
So that is, that's quite.
massive. I think we should take down the padding. Alternatively, I did tweak a button which was more suited to the form earlier. So I will now copy, cheating a bit, It's not really cheating. I will copy and paste it in. Ready for this?
Let me guess. It's got a gradient to it.
Yes. In my opinion, all buttons should have gradients.
Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec, Ben.
No, I won't.
But I think you've deleted the media grid that we had.
Have I?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
No. There. It's got media grid over here. So I think it's until this. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, here's the button.
Yeah, here's the button.
Let's take a look at how this actually works. So this is like 4 times the amount of code that we've already written just for the button. But here
See,
it
it's
is.
like I can follow, see that's like where when I try to learn CSS, I follow these simple CSS tutorials like Flexbox, fair enough, yep, text. And then it goes like, and then there is a button. And then, to start a button, there is like hundreds of lines of code. And I get lost. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
It is a lot. But just briefly, so we have our padding, which adds padding to the button.
Yeah.
The background is actually the same color as the rest of our app, I suppose. The old cursor pointer, we've added position relative because the gradient around it is added with the before and also the after element, so we need it to be position relative. We've got some Z index going on, and then border radius, various styling things, which actually don't need this anymore because it's all in the button.
Mm-hmm.
Button active scale 0.9. I'll make that a bit bigger. What this does is gives it a nice
when you click it, you can
switches. And then all of this is adding the gradient around the outside of it.
What does content empty do?
You need this to use the before element, because if you don't have that, it's basically not there.
What?
Gone. But
why? Some kind of hack.
Basically, it's giving it content, and you're setting it to an empty string. Yeah.
That is quite hacky.
Kind of bonkers, I know. And then we've set the animation, glowing button 40-second linear infinite, which is this. So it's moving a gradient around
it changes the
outside of it. And the after, to be honest, I'm not totally sure what that does. Oh. So that's adding on top
this like grey box.
A black square, because otherwise it would be completely, the whole thing is gradient.
Yeah, but don't you want that to be...
Interesting. 1, 1, 1.
Yeah. Ooh, that is neat.
I think it was better before.
Well, I don't know. I think that looks good. It looks like... Actually, you know what it looks like? It looks like when you open a door on some kind of Mercedes. And like the foot thing, it looks like that. And I'm not sure that's a good thing, but I like it.
Ari says, can we increase the padding for the input? Which I think is an excellent idea. Let's do that.
Yeah. Padding here?
Yep. Padding. So I think we want... Do you want more on the left and right than on the top and bottom? I think so. Not that much. I would do 0.25. 0.5 usually looks alright.
Was it goes top, bottom,
That set the top and bottom to 0 and the left and right to 0.25.
Yeah, so that's what we want. No?
No.
We want the other way around.
Yeah. Alright, so now what does that look like on the desktop one? Actually, alright, I think. Let's put border none on input and button.
Let's do border none on what? On input.
And the button. to get rid of that ugly border, which HTML insists on putting there.
I think the media query is broken. No, it's not.
Why? I actually think we can go a bit bigger with that padding. What do you think? And add a border radius. 0.5.
Okay.
Add border radius of 3 pixels. And on the input we can do input focus and input hover.
Oh yeah, there is a difference. And on the input, you want input what?
No, not in here.
Oh.
Input focus and input hover.
Oh, I see, right. What is it?
Input hover. Outline, I just think we can have a slightly more in-keeping colour. 2 pixels, solid. Yes. Maybe make it 5 pixels.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. You can change the indent also. Can I? What does that do? CSS indent?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Indent, yeah. So like when you type, the lettering doesn't appear straight away. It's kind of slightly in.
Padding,
what's the property for that?
You can just do that with padding, I think. So if you remove that 0. Yeah. No. Remove it.
Yeah, okay.
If you just remove it, then it will be 0.5 all the way around. But I'm not sure that's what they meant.
Well, that's what I meant.
That does look nice anyway. Yeah.
I think that's a good point.
Alana has picked up. Actually, this reminds me. Now we've made it pretty.
Oh yeah, we only have 5 minutes left, so yeah, gotta at least do some JavaScript.
We do. Currently, when we click it, it says beep.
Okay.
But instead, I want to use our JS confetti dependency.
Right. So JS confetti. Let's just double check what that is. So JS confetti. It's a library. Is that the one? Looney Wizard. Right? JS confetti. Yeah, that's the one. So you basically click a button and then stuff happens. I mean, I can't see production use for it.
I've seen it in production.
Really?
Yeah. And I appreciate it. So
okay, fair enough. Well, maybe I just work on really boring apps.
I've actually seen it in 2 places in production.
Really?
I don't know if it's this one, but someone fires confetti.
Woo! Oh, I think Asana does it when you complete a task or something. Yeah, Asana does it.
Oh, it's actually 3 then. Yeah. Padding left on the input, says Michael. Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea.
padding left on the input, where's that?
Hello, MarXXE. I think it's in the desktop. It is in the desktop. Would be good to have.
Actually, I don't know. On the desktop, that looks alright.
Oh, I was actually thinking margin left.
Probably.
Because you see, the colon is really
close. When you hover, it's overlapping.
So I think it would. Maybe it's better to do that on the label.
So maybe just margin. What we want.
Margin. Naught. 1M. Naught. 0.25M.
Naught 1M. Naught 0.25.
I think is what we want. That's a nice button. Etsy happens whenever you complete a purchase on Etsy. Really? Maybe that's a setting you have to turn on. Interesting.
Huh. Well, maybe confetti is much more prominent than I thought.
Well, I think it should be even more prominent than it is.
Okay, well, anyway, so you have JS confetti, and then what is it? You just say add confetti? Usage. Add confetti, and that's it.
Yeah, and then you can customize it with various.
Right, and then you can customize it. You basically just import the library. Well, in Scrimba, you've imported it from there, and then you just new up a class, and you say add confetti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at it go.
And then I think we had one stream where we kind of looked into customizing it.
We did.
Well, I can't remember where.
Well, here's one I prepared earlier. Oh, we already have that. So I need
So just
to
delete the line.
get rid of this.
Yeah.
So now I have changed it to a load of hearts. Woo! And computers. And I will also, to finish off, go outline, out, then put hover, button active. Suppose.
Ah.
And then button hover as well. Oops.
You want to do it on what? Oh, right. Yeah. When you hover over the button.
Because when you click it, you're then, after it's clicked, you're hovering over it. So I think it's nice to. Anyway, woo, amazing. Put a logo. We could have done. Yes. Next time.
You can.
Oh, no, I haven't made it live. What are we doing next time? Let's find out. Ooh, interesting. Get public.
What are we doing next?
Making an event countdown.
Event countdown.
So you know it says 2 days of this sale left. Yeah, 2 days through, or maybe it could be a rocket launch. That kind of thing. Make it slightly more.
I mean, to be fair, it's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
Isn't there like a Black Friday soon? I mean, I always get confused because I never know when the sale are.
Can you control the speed of the confettis? I don't think you can. Oops.
Confetti speed adapts to user screen width.
Yeah, you can control the number of confettis. So if you have like 7.
That's emoji. So that's emoji size.
Oh, okay, right. So 10.
Yeah.
I don't think you can control the speed. Maybe coming in a later update. Cool animations on the button. Hooray. Great execution on the plan today. Completed all of the to-dos on the list. Yes, indeed we did.
Actually, yeah, we did.
Clean
That's
to-do
fine.
list. Time and countdown are cool and confusing. Indeed, they are. Also, next week, before this, I'm speaking to Cameron, developer at roadmap.sh. Do you know this?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Very good website. Here to talk about your perfect developer roadmap. So,
Yeah, also, can you ask how does he style?
oh boy.
What is his style?
Yeah. Good question.
What's he using? Is it Grid, Flexbox? Is it drawn on canvas? Is it the PNG? Actually, can you just go into a DevTools? I could probably answer that. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's an SVG. So how does he do that? Does he draw it and then just like paste it?
I don't know, man. I struggle with SVGs a lot. Font family.
Yeah, but they're links, so they're not. Is it on canvas or something? Okay.
Usually the answer is it's on canvas with stuff like this, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, because they're clickable, so it's not just an image.
Coding is magical, says Christine. That's the answer.
Yeah, and also how do these lines work?
Oh,
Actually, there you go. It's a path. What's a path? Path is a style.
part of an SVG normally, I think.
Well, anyway, so I think that would be quite an interesting question.
That can be your weekend project. Recreating this. Cloning this.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
SVG is witchcraft to me. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
But it would be quite nice to know. Or is that not the topic?
I mean, you can come along in the chat and ask.
Yes, definitely, I will do that.
Yes. If you enjoyed this, consider hitting subscribe so you don't miss any future live streams.
Yes.
And don't forget about our community roundup letter.
Yes.
Here it is, dropping in your inbox tomorrow if you put your email in there.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
There you go. Somewhere in the chat. I think the chat is over here. I think. Yeah.
Michael Limber says, for the next countdown, please let Michael use time stamps in seconds or milliseconds. Be ready for that then, Michael.
I actually did see on one of the YouTube comments for the video that somebody did say, "Oh, he was so close to actually solving it in the milliseconds."
Now you're ready for it.
Yeah.
Someone earlier left a comment, dude looks cooler with this haircut.
Really? Somebody said I look cooler with this haircut, but that's the haircut I had before.
Maybe they've been watching for a long, long time. I don't know.
That makes no sense. I don't know. I quite liked my bird nest haircut. Like it was quite fun. Oops, sorry. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But it was getting a little bit annoying at times, and also everyone was making fun of me, like saying that I looked like a sheep, mainly Leanne.
A sheep.
Yeah. But
I don't find the comment now, but it did say that. Anyway, any closing thoughts, Michael?
Enjoy your weekend. Yay.
Words to live by.
Words to live by.
Thanks for coming, everyone. See you next time.